going to be between 6 Jack's ViBe and Mao's Morrow ViBe spawning as our green Zerg over at the 3 o'clock position, and at the 9 o'clock we have Morrow going to be spawning as our red Terran for the evening. And
you're such an announcer.
1-to-1, man.
You're such an announcer. You're like, he's spawning here in this color in this hand o'clock position, and he's spawning here for the evening.
But I don't use the announcer voice, which is key.
Oh yeah? What's the announcer voice?
Don't even put me on the spot, bro. You know I can do it, though.
Do it.
You know I can do it.
I love it, man.
I mean,
you
I have multiple.
With the announcer voice
I have different
all the time,
announcer
dude.
voices, man.
You should always cast it with it.
I'm like the chameleon.
Can you do the soccer announcer voice when they hit a goal? Goal!
Dude,
Goal,
that is so ridiculous, man. I don't understand.
I don't know how they hold their breath for so long.
It's because there's only like 3 goals in a 45-minute game, so they're just like,
we can't bash on soccer because it's the world's most popular sport, though.
Yeah, and you know, rugby is pretty cool too, and it's actually pretty popular.
It is pretty popular.
I love how all the cool sports are super popular overseas.
I have like the biggest kink in my neck, man.
I don't know much about cricket either, but that's super popular overseas as well.
It is very popular. Well, you know what else is popular? StarCraft 2.
That's what's up, and that's international.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
Well,
It's a language we can all speak.
Too.
I mean, in the U.S., soccer is like negligible, dude.
Honestly,
Honestly, like how many? I mean,
hey,
the only people I know
almost won women's soccer against Japan. We almost won. I was watching that game.
The only I'm not gonna hate. The only people I know who are like diehard soccer fans are people who played in high school and college. Let's be real. All your friends who watch soccer all the time, they played, right?
I don't have any friends who watch soccer.
Really?
No.
0? Well, there you go. You're supporting my argument even more.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, now we're gonna get like a bunch of haters because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm a big soccer fan, and you guys don't like soccer."
It's just the fact that they flop, dude.
Dude, no, the thing about soccer that
they're just like,
here's the thing about they pretend
flying.
No, they pretend to be
I
hurt
know, dude,
to get the flag, right?
I know.
If you guys have the time right
It's
now,
like
go to
Manu
Google,
Ginobili in basketball,
go to
dude.
Google and type in soccer fake injuries, and you'll get a bunch of them because soccer players will do that on purpose to try to get a card on the other player.
It's the Ginobili flop, dude.
I mean, if they
patented by Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, well, pretty funny stuff. Anyways, nobody in StarCraft ever does that. They're never like, my wrist, I'm getting carpal tunnel. Do you?
We haven't seen that yet.
I don't think anyone will do that.
I don't think
like
we've seen
dodge
it
a
yet.
game in the tournament, be like, oh, I'm sick right now, I can't play.
Well, I mean, there's no like penalties yet for character conduct.
I don't think there will be. It's part of online communities, man. You gotta have the BM. It makes the game what it is.
That's kind of weird, though, that we don't have any kind of serious penalties for people BMing in StarCraft. I mean, it's just non-existent.
It might happen in the near future.
We've yet to see a single reprimand for a player in a tournament, and there's stuff that's gone down that's
pretty big stuff.
Worthy of a reprimand.
I remember seeing some stuff between Smuffed and Idra back in the beta. That was a while back, though. Anyways, guys.
Smuffed is old school,
Smuffed
man.
is old school. Big poker player. What do you think is going to happen here? Doesn't look like we're going to see that helion. Well, wait. Yes.
We're going to see the exact same opener, it looks like.
What worked once shall work again.
I think that ViBe is going to be hip to the game this time. I think he'll have ample roaches prepared.
The thing, though, about...
He's expanding way earlier.
Yeah, the thing about this build I was going to mention is it doesn't really seem all in. It almost seems like, you know, just make a bunch of helions, do some damage, and expand. And it's not that all in. And honestly, it forces Zerg to super react in a way that allows you to get the proper defenses to deal with it. The one thing that's going to definitely be in ViBe's favor is blocking off this ramp with a single queen is much easier on this map than it is on the previous map.
It gives you a ton of map control as well.
Yeah, it does.
For the whole early portion of the game and through the mid-game.
Well, we do have 4 helions out right now. The second factory ready to swap onto the barracks to take over the next factory, or take over the reactor, and we're going to have quad helions being produced at a time. Every 30 seconds, there are 4 helions coming out. I still don't know how Morrow's able to get enough money to do this, but somehow he does. And I guess we were going to wait for 16 helions before he pushes out, man.
Dude.
What?
It's a pretty solid build.
Where's my car?
I don't know if... There it is.
Where's the road warrants at? Oh god. He's not
Wow,
making a
he's
roach
gonna
one.
try and hold this with Banelings.
This is really tough because even on creep, Hellions can outmaneuver Banelings pretty easily,
They
right?
can.
So this is actually really risky from ViBe. He's basically saying to himself, either I take out a bunch of Hellions with one volley, or I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna leave the Banelings on the high ground and try to trap the Hellions when they run up. But I don't think it's gonna work.
I just don't think that Hellions are the answer to this build.
You mean Banelings?
Or yeah, Banelings are the answer to this Hellion
I think
build.
Roaches are the only answer.
Roaches, SimCity,
Roaches,
and
SimCity
Spinecrawlers.
with Evolution Chamber Spinecrawler. That's really the only way. And here we are, the Hellions are making their way across, this time coming off a little bit earlier, not waiting for 16 Hellions. Just has about 14 right now, maybe 12. And he's going to try to roast up the ramp. I think Morrow should wait, though, for more Hellions.
He has a ton.
He does have a ton. But he's got 2 more on the way. I mean, he's doing so much damage. He's comsetting, destroying all the creep tumors. There are 3 Spinecrawlers here, so these Hellions are going to have a hard time. And, oh, love the Evo Chamber placement back there, too.
I feel like if Morrow wanted to, he might have had an opportunity there to just beast his way up the ramp and kill both the queens. I mean, he has enough Hellions to the point where he can 2 or 3 volley those queens, but
Insane, dude.
now that he's waited this long,
He can still do a lot of damage with this many Hellions.
Ooh, I love the Evo Chamber in the back.
Yeah, obviously. He can also kill the Spinecrawler, I think, with this many Hellions. I mean, it wouldn't take that long, but you know what? ViBe held on. He didn't lose that much to those 16 Hellions this time, and yeah, he's held on. However, the thing is, Morrow still has complete and absolutely utter crushing map control. There's like nothing that's gonna come out.
No, he has full map control, 100%. But I mean, all he's really done with this, and he's invested so much into these early Hellions. All he's really done with this is kill a few creatures. That's it.
Yeah. He could run up the ramp.
As well.
He could run up the ramp, but that would be really risky with all those Banelings up there. And hey, man, ViBe is making a Spire right now, and as soon as this Mutalisk come out, unless Morrow has some kind of an answer, oh man, he needs to get those Marines out ASAP.
I totally agree. He needs multiple reactors pumping Marines at this point. He doesn't have the infrastructure to deal with Mutalisks right now, but we'll have to see. ViBe trying to get his third up. I don't know if that was the best idea.
I don't think he can kill the hatchery in time. I think the hatchery builds faster than the Hellions can kill it.
Not this many.
Yeah, not this many.
ViBe.
Oh, the Banelings could all go down. No, not quite. Only killing off one Baneling, losing a Hellion in that little exchange right there. But he will be able to delay the hatchery, I believe. ViBe getting ready for some kind of a pincer maneuver here to trap the Hellions in. He could possibly do a lot of damage and at least kill off all the Hellions, canceling the hatchery.
Moves.
And here we are. The Lings getting ready. The Banelings are there. Mutalisks are on the way as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, such map control and map dominance right now from Morrow with these Hellions. Gonna kill even more Lings and the Banelings, it looks like. All of them will go down. The Mutas are gonna try and clean this up, but you know, they're only doing so much damage at such a slow rate that most of the Hellions will get away.
You know, I feel like ViBe actually didn't lose that much. He lost a couple of Lings here or there, but he killed off a lot of Hellions. And here's the thing, actually, Morrow has to do something to deal with the Mutalisks now, because unless he has a lot of Marines in the back, he could be in a little bit of trouble from a counterattack, and he's rushing to get turrets going.
Yep. Kind of panic building turrets.
Yeah.
Not 100% ready for the Mutas right now. +1 attack on the way from Morrow, and he's going to head towards the main, it looks like. Just as soon as he clears up some airspace in mid and gets rid of those Xel'Naga watchtowers. That turret will not go up.
That's pretty big.
Morrow's
That was a
gonna
turret
take that
covering
down.
the factories. And it looks like a tech lab is going to go down here. That's going to delay production of tanks and possibly Thors as well if the armory is already out. And ViBe here over the high ground, over the main, going to be able to pick off a Marine, possibly going to be able to pick off a tank as well. Tank is rushing away to the cover of the Marines, and it looks like Morrow's going to be able to save that. And for now, ViBe able to do a little bit of damage, not exactly the most, but hey, he's got map control, he's expanding down to the south, but we do have a push from Morrow here.
Dude, I feel like ViBe is going to crush this push from
No
Morrow.
stim.
He's committing from all sides right now. Tons of units streaming in here. Controls the Banelings very well. Does not put them on the tanks. Just absolutely manhandles that first push from Morrow.
Yeah, and Morrow pushed out before stim was ready. It was literally 5 seconds away from finishing up. Just a little bit premature. Could have waited for +1 weapons as well, which is now finishing up right now, but that was definitely not a good play from Morrow, losing so much, and now his production facilities are being camped. Looks like Morrow brings out a few Marines, pushes away ViBe's 6 or 7 Mutalisks, and gonna be able to hold down the fort for now, but damn, that push was devastating. It totally backfired for Morrow.
Yeah, 100% backfire. And Here we have ViBe going on to 4 base. His 4th is finished right now, not quite saturated. He's going to get that up and running soon. Morrow still has not yet taken his 3rd. He's just about to get that command center up right now. ViBe, to be fair, hasn't really saturated his 3rd either.
He hasn't.
He only has a couple drones over there, but he's about to explode on the economy. He's droning up super hard.
I love how you
He's going to get a ton of drones. Oh, well, literally. I mean, he's about to explode on economy. He can drone up freely right now.
Oh no, Morrow never got siege. Wow, that last push never had siege mode ready. That's a big mistake. And
We've seen that a lot.
We've seen that a lot lately. That's really weird.
Players are forgetting siege all over the place.
Forget siege mode. That's such an important upgrade. But hey, Morrow's now trying to push over to the 3rd. Still doesn't have siege mode ready to go yet. It's now just finished. But wow, what a late siege upgrade. Just 15 minutes into the game, finally getting siege tank ready. And now lands the command center at the 3rd. But dang, very delayed siege mode. Very delayed indeed.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to push for quite a while now. And that
well,
first
he's got to
push,
secure the 3rd now.
And that first push, unable to target fire the banelings, which would have been really important.
Well, he didn't have stim or siege mode. It was just walking out with the upgradeless tanks and marines.
Yeah. Come to think of it, probably wasn't the best push on Morrow's part right there.
Oh no.
So many reactors going down. This is huge.
Yeah, well, they were just starting to build, so it's not too bad.
The time commitment is so much, though, and having to cancel and rebuild, I mean, Morrow in a lot of trouble right now. His infrastructure is just falling way behind. ViBe at 174 supply to Morrow's 125.
We do have broken
more baneling bombs
Yep.
coming from ViBe, and that's what won him game 1 outright.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Morrow is hip to this at all.
He doesn't see
Will
it.
that turret be in detection range of those banelings? It should be close.
It certainly is going to be close. He sees one of the
Sees
broken
it.
banelings. That's enough.
I know.
That's enough to know. So that's big right there. Looks like a couple of Mutalists coming in here to distract the wall of China from being erected. I love how Morrow uses his supply depots in just a wall straight up. Oh
Yeah, it's actually a...
We do excuse you guys.
He's knocking things off the table right now. Saluting left and right.
Ah, man.
There you go.
Well, he is making the wall.
He is indeed.
I like this, man. I really like this.
I like how he does it,
creative
too.
way of supply depoting.
Absolutely. You might as well... We've been over this. You might as well use every Terran building to somehow block your opponent out.
This could be bad because all the supply depots could go down.
It's better than holding nothing, though.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Is the wall of China going to hold up? Or are the Mongolians going to be allowed inside?
I think it might hold.
Oh!
ViBe not really able to make up his mind here. Pushing into the siege tanks. A lot of banelings will go down.
Yep.
Are there enough marines?
I don't
Remaining.
think
A
so.
Thor joins the party
Oh, just in
with
time.
a bunch of marines.
And the wall actually works. Very well played by Morrow.
Oh, yeah.
Morrow holding down the fort, and he secures the 3rd expansion, which is huge.
And Morrow is back in this game, folks.
right back in this game, indeed.
What are our upgrades at, HD? Give me the rundown.
2 melee and 2 air, actually, for the Zerg and for the Terran. Oh, what? He's at a lot of Marines that just died to a random burrowed baneling.
That was 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 1.
So cute, ViBe.
I know, I like it.
So cute.
Well, he's at 1-2 for Marines.
He's like
and
the
he's at 1
master
for
of
weapons
guerrilla warfare, man.
I know.
ViBe is like the guerrilla warfare.
Should have been the commander of the United States Army during the Revolutionary War.
Seriously, though. His guerrilla warfare tactics.
Burrow some bayonets.
I mean, he's just got really good
I know, he...
pre-fight strategy.
Yeah.
You know? He sets up little ambush spots of
Yep.
lings. Always does run-bys and backstabs.
Our banelings are really good against Terran, and I'm surprised that we haven't seen a Raven come out from Morrow yet.
This next push from Morrow is going to be devastating, though. We do have adrenal glands, and we have pathogen glands as well.
Oh my goodness, so many SCVs getting attacked right here over the main, and nothing coming from Morrow to deflect this. In fact, the command centers could go down.
He's just going all in, dude.
Oh my god. Did he deal with the mailing bombs? Looks like he did.
He did indeed.
Yeah, so he is pushing across the middle of the map, just gonna go
Orbital
all
will
in
go
here.
down.
Orbital does go down. Production facilities now officially camped, and it looks like he's just gonna try to push to force the Mutalisk to come back. He is spreading out his forces pretty well right here.
What is going on?
I don't know. I think ViBe has to deal with this, and he's got to surround. Does he have enough forces?
Is Morrow going to push in with everything? Here he goes.
Oh,
coming from all
my
sides.
God.
The tanks were not siege, but there's no banelings on the Marines. There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh
Not
my
enough.
god, all those banelings just got obliterated. Morrow coming up huge in that battle. He has
Yeah.
a major supply lead right now. His army is massive. He's going to be able to clean up all these extraneous expansions on the southern end of the map. We have a drop going off in the main. Might be able to get that Greater Spire. Beautifully played from Morrow right there. Stayed calm, stayed cool, stayed collected. Got himself into the late game.
You know what
and,
I really liked about that drop, without a major attack? He also sent a dropship out and
Yeah.
dropped the main. That was just really pro. Distracting,
held him up.
Distracting the Zerg that much more so he could take out a couple hatcheries after the big battle and the big win. Picks off 2 as a matter of fact, not to mention canceling the gold right here. So Morrow comes up in a big way.
Meanwhile,
it's currently
Morrow
3 base to 3 base.
Taking the gold as his 4th right now. If he
Never
gets
mind.
a P up,
4
up
base to
and
3
running
base.
right there,
Yeah.
could be super nasty for Vibe.
I don't know how Vibe's gonna deal with this. He does have Broodlords out. That is the keys to victory right now. He needs to defend the Broodlords though. And where are his Banelings at?
No Banelings.
No Banelings. I don't know if he can deal with this, and he's gonna lose yet another hatchery.
Oh man, the
That
third
was
goes
devastating.
down.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful timing push right there from Morrow.
whoa.
Needs to get his tanks out of there though.
That's actually pretty good for Vibe.
Yeah.
That's a couple tank kills.
Anything he can get right now.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. Well, I think at this point he's pretty much all in. I don't know if he can rehatch out of this, but he's gonna try. Best of luck to him, but he is actually gonna make a push right now. It doesn't seem like he has enough gas to make Banelings. Picks off a Thor and a tank in the middle of the map. That is huge. And he's gonna try to push with his Broodlords, a couple of Infestors, and a horde of Lings.
We
And
do
he
have
do it.
Vikings being produced 3 at a time though right now. And Vibe
enough
with
infestors.
virtually no air control other than those infestors. He's going to need to hit some very choice fungals and prevent those Vikings from doing any damage because he really has no corruptors. He has no anti-air other than that, and I don't think that he has enough. Ooh, I love the PF.
Yeah, that PF
working
is
down those.
saving those SCVs, man.
Certainly. And
It's
the Vikings
basically-
will ward off those Broodlords.
The Vikings do come into play. Oh, there's a couple of Corruptors. Very nice from Vibe. He will be able to pick off these Vikings pretty easily. Not bad at all. Dealing with the first wave of Vikings with no problems at all. But, you know, still, he doesn't have any hatcheries alive. Trying to establish a 4th once again, but it looks like a couple of Marines have a different mind or different idea in mind, and they're going to be able to pick it off. I believe a couple of Lings going in 1 by 1, and a major battle going off in the middle of the map with Broodlords trying to pound their way into the planetary fortress, and the Lings are in. But they're
Oh,
not going
God.
to commit. Oh my goodness, what a battle. The hatchery was destroyed.
Vibe taking heavy losses here. He's continuing to try and siege out these tanks and Marines with his Broodlords, but it's not working nearly as effective as he would like. Drops doing heavy damage at the main and the 4th right now. Vibe just being picked apart here in the late game by Morrow. It seems like Morrow has a very good understanding of ZBT in the late game.
He does.
Dropping all over the place.
Yeah.
Forcing Vibe's multitask to the brink. He's going to have to rebuild that Spire. It just now started.
The Spire is starting up right now. Morrow
Greater
is-
Spire is out of the picture,
Yeah,
HD.
Morrow's out of the league, man. Not Morrow, but Morrow's way above Vibe right now. I really don't know what Vibe can do. He's going to try to macro out of it and try to get a bunch of hatcheries up, but, you know, getting your production facilities sniped like the Spire, which is actually a Greater Spire, is going to take so long to rebuild. Without Broodlord support, his army is just not going to be able to break through this. I honestly feel like he's starving for resources, starving for gas. He just doesn't have that much units on the field, and the army supply says it all. 106 to 185. It's not the best of situations right now for Vibe.
Yeah, Morrow really pulling away with this game right now. And it all comes down to that
Look
one
how many
huge
Marines
battle, man.
there are. Yeah, I know.
That one huge battle. He just... Oh, and he's going to ferry into the main here.
I know, man. He's
Oh,
got
dear.
2 express elevators, constantly ferrying Marines right into the main. They're going to drop off 16 Marines in there. Also has another drop going on the south side as well. A couple Lings may be able to deal with that. And oh, is Morrow going to be able to do any damage? It looks like Vibe will hold on for now with the fungal growth. But the tanks are sieged up on the low ground. That is going to prove very troublesome. A couple of Lings trying to deal with this, and stutter step micro from Morrow, able to snipe another hatchery. Morrow is everywhere right now.
Yeah, he really is. He has firm control on the map. He's just continuing to drop in the main with these siege tanks in position below. Vibe just put between a rock and a hard place right now. There's no way for him to really get rid of Morrow's supreme
Presence.
positioning and presence on the map right now. And
Save Broodlords, which they were sniped.
They
so
were.
we can't take
the Greater Spire was sniped. He's rebuilding it, but
Yes, dude.
I don't think it's gonna be fast
somewhere, and I
enough.
have no idea where. There they are. They're actually down to the south to save
What
this
are they
hatchery.
doing over there? They're going to get picked off by these Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings are immediately being dispatched down south, and those Broodlords are completely helpless except the 3 Corruptors. That will not be enough, and here we go. Are the Queens going to be able enough to help the Broodlords allow? No, the Vikings are focused firing the BLs, and the Queens trying to save them alive with mass transfuse. They need more transfuse, more blood!
Solid.
And they stayed alive.
Yeah, he will hold on to those Broodlords, but it's a very, very small victory for ViBe right now. He's
One
got a
small
lot bigger
step at a
problems
time, yeah.
to deal with. Morrow now taking his 5th and just working this position over at the main right now. ViBe actually has 1,200 gas right now, but look at the supplies. Morrow maxed ViBe at 117.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna fight this off. He's got to do something though. It's getting to the point where he's gonna be forced to make a decision and potentially commit here.
Well, he does have quite a few Broodlords out right now, about 6 total, which is quite a bit, but hey, we have the transition into Ghost now coming. 2 of them have been sniped by the Marines, and yeah, the transition into Ghost is just going to be very troublesome to ViBe, because we all know that Ghosts with their sniper fire can take out Broodlords fairly quickly.
You can also EMP the Infestors, get rid of all the energy, and that's really ViBe's only way to crawl back into this would be Infestor Broodlord. It's definitely the most cost-efficient composition you can get with Zerg, but I just don't know if there's any way he can get back to that composition.
Love the Burrowed Baneling still waiting for more bombs. Exactly what he needs to do, really, to try to get back into this game, but certainly going to be very difficult to do so. The tanks are just working their way up. Look at the dropships just hovering over the main. A couple of Marines inside here going to work the Baneling nest down. And it almost seems like ViBe, he's just sticking it in here because he knows that this is the last match. If he loses this, he's out of the qualifiers. Doesn't want to lose it quite yet. Wants to stay in, so kudos to him. Gonna be certainly very difficult, and he's giving it his all right now.
Absolutely. A lot of Corruptors in the air right now, but the Marines are helping with the air battle. Huge fungal goes off right there. Corruptor's
Exactly
gonna come in and clean that up. But there's only 2 Broodlords right now. I don't know if that's enough to do the damage needed. Morrow finally making a move here with some Marines towards the south end of the map. Don't know what he's doing with those. Gonna head back up. More Broodlords coming.
Broodlords coming right now. But, I don't know about morphing all of these into BLs because there are more Vikings on the way right now. Morrow actually has to back off, surprisingly. Being pushed back by ViBe, so ViBe holds on and is able to push Morrow back. Very surprising play. Little golf clap for him right there. Not bad at all. And, oh no! The Banelings decided to unburrow. That was not the best decision.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to sneak in on the mineral line there. And
but way too many PFs everywhere.
Yeah, there are PFs all over the map right now, pretty much shutting down any kind of potential harass that ViBe would throw at him.
Yep.
ViBe unable to get a 4th.
Dude, this
continuously
is like
getting
the 5th
killed.
Time the hatchery has gone up here, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He can't get that up to save his life. And
oh no!
huge EMP right there. That could be it.
That is definitely
Vikings all over the Broodlords right now. They will get taken out. GG, well played. Good luck in the rest.
Yep.
ViBe, very manner exit to this qualifier. Oh, series is finally over. Morrow takes it with some stellar TVZ.